Hello and welcome back to Tim Radiant Rides and Motorbikes. I'm very excited because I get to ride one of the bikes that I owned 10 years ago and haven't ridden since. I was a bit rubbish when I owned one. I'm a bit rubbish now as well, but I'm getting reunited with a Daytona 675 in the iconic SE colourway, which I used to have, with the same exhaust I used to have, admittedly with a baffling, because we're in the Black Forest, home of all of Germany's police, and Adam's finally let me have a go. Kindly, not finally. And obviously this is in touring spec, which is something you don't see very often on a Daytona 675. Well, I've got to rest my rucksack on his bag, and he gets to ride the beast. I think he's going to be more comfortable than me, but delicious. Oh yeah. This brings back memories. My first ever tour was on one of these, and it's really stuck in my memory. So let's go, Black Forest, on a bike that I haven't ridden in. Oh my god, where are the pegs? The pegs are high. Right, so yeah, Daytona 675. These obviously a 675 inline triple, like off of the iconic 2009 Street Triple, but he had another, what, 1,500 RPM to play with, which means these are about 115 horsepower at the back wheel. And Adam actually had this one dynoed a couple of weeks ago, and it was about, was it 115 horsepower, Adam? 114 at the back wheel. And I have to say, it does feel, oh, so beautiful to be back on one of these. It just rolls from side to side, and obviously that triple engine already sounds amazing even at low RPM. The trick on one of these really is to buy the Arrow shark nose slip on with the carbon fibre head, like on this, rip the baffle out, and don't come to Germany because I'll have a go at you, but go and have some fun on your favourite back roads. But anyway, I'll skip to the bit where I'm not pootling through town and see if we can have some fun. So yeah, Adam's just telling me that my KTM is very comfortable, and yes, there could not be two more extremely opposite, polar opposite riding positions than my KTM and this. But that said, with this big Krieger tank bag on a harness, on a tank harness, this is not bad. This is not bad. I haven't actually got any weight on my wrists because the whole thing is let's overtake this person. Yeah. It's still brisk. This is still pretty quick. It's yeah, it's got way more induction noise than a Street Triple of the same era had. It's just got way more growl under your chin. That's cool, because I don't know why exactly, but I think the airbox is quite different to the one on the Street Triple, and I think more air is getting sucked in through the nose, because I had a Street Triple as my first bike and I moved up to this Daytona only after a year of riding, and I never felt my skills did the Daytona justice. I never took it on a track day. I just did a big tour on it basically, then moved on to a Speed Triple, because after a while I got fed up with the riding position of this and I wanted a naked again. But then I had a Speed Triple for a year, got fed up of the naked riding position, wanted more front end feel, and then I got another sports bike, so I went naked sports bike, naked sports bike. But anyway, that's quite boring. I think I'm turning off in a minute. This is incredibly smooth, this. Obviously that 3-cylinder engine is just, oh, it's just very well balanced, so you don't have any vibes through the bars. Triumph hadn't got into the habit of putting T-plane cranks and everything back in 2010 when this one was made. It is a lovely thing. Yeah, this is beautiful, being back on this. It is like being reunited with an old friend, which is a massive wanky cliche. I have to say, it's good. The suspension this has been worked over by the gurus at MCT. I doubt it's valved for my weight plus luggage, to be honest, but it feels pretty compliant. Sure, I'm feeling a lot more through my bum than on the big KTM, but this is a phenomenal base for a track bike, and you can already feel that on the road. Obviously got no blipper or quick shifter on this, but I remember clutchless upshifts on this are silky smooth, and you can blip a downshift easier than you can make a pot noodle better by adding tomato ketchup to it. Right, I'm turning left here now. There's a Mitsubishi trying to crash into the back of me. Mirrors on this actually aren't that bad. I got pulled over by a policeman doing 100 miles an hour on my one of these in second gear, and he said, I'm going to let you off because you actually used your mirrors, which on a bike like that, they're a pain in the arse. And I said, yes, they are. Anyway, he was very kind. Adam tells me he has the extenders. Yes, he does. He's got these little blocks, I don't know if you can see that, between the mirror and the bike's nose cone, to help you see part. Yeah, I remember I used to have to look under my elbows. And you've got these blue shift lights on the clocks. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see them, but oh, that snarl! I miss that snarl. Oh, it's just so tractable, that 3-cylinder through those corners. Lovely McJubbly. What a soulful engine, and it's a stark reminder that sports bikes from this era to me still feel current, but actually we've moved backwards in terms of the emission stuff, cutting out all the nice noise and the character. That engine in my KTM feels efficient and powerful more than soulful. It doesn't make enough noise for me, but this, oh, it's got airbox noise, it's got exhaust howl, it's kind of got it all. I can't really move around much on the seat because of luggage, but yeah, this just feels absolutely planted around here. Admittedly, we're on beautiful, dry, smooth Deutsches tarmac. That's kind of where this bike is happiest, really. Oh, lovely. Adam, you might not be getting this back. This is great. A tunnel. Unfortunately, I might have to go down a gear or two. Oh, it's 1.2 kilometers long. I'll wait until we get around the bend in the tunnel. I forgot to take my ND filter off, so you won't be able to see this, but I can guarantee that when this straightens out, if it does, you will hear it. Oh no. Oh no, I'm in second gear. Oh no, I'm in first gear. Yeah, that is a reminder of how good Daytona 675 is. Buy one for that noise. Hopefully it came across on the GoPro. That's insane. Yeah, and imagine it with the baffle out. Yeah, that's lovely. I also just love how simple the clocks are of this era. You've got an analog tacho and a digital speedo, but you've got a rev counter. You don't have a fuel gauge, you've got a fuel light, but I mean, so what? Just reset the trip every time you fill up and do it like Grandad used to do, aka me 10 years ago. Yeah. It's quite fast without a lot of effort as well. Obviously, if you buy a bike from this era, there are a few things you need to be slightly aware of. It has no ABS, it has no traction control. The ABS is nice to have, but really, on a bike like this, I don't think you massively need it. And even as a noob riding on one of these 10 years ago, I never had any problems. The brakes, they're Nissan monoblocks from memory, and they're really, really good. I really like them. There's actually loads of feel. Again, no ABS unit in there, spoiling your finger orgasms. Yeah, it's a motorbike. There aren't any modes. You just get on it, ride it, and have lots of fun. I mean, I'm not. I'm stuck behind the German van, Belgian van. Sorry, Germans. Oh, it's a lovely, lovely noise. God save the Queen. Oh, she's dead. Oh yeah! It feels so good, so shine. Super confidence inspiring. Oh, just wind on the gas in it. It's not like a rocket ship, but when you wind it out, it is certainly quick enough. Certainly quick enough, and it's got that classic thing which was a cliche of the journalists at the time, is that it's just got stacks more mid-range than a 4-cylinder 600. So at like 6,000 RPM, third gear, it immediately goes. You're not waiting for it to get to 10,000 RPM. Oh, muy buen. Yes, is that car crashed? I think that car's parked, isn't it? Yeah, I think that car's parked. I don't think it's crashed. And actually, even with these bags on, you can move around on the bike. It's just, you really want to take it to a track and stick your knee on the floor. Right, anyway. I better give this back to Adam, but it has been a beautiful half hour, beautiful roads in the Black Forest on a beautiful bike that I really, really miss. All I'd say is, if you think you might want a Daytona 675, go and get one. And it kind of doesn't really matter what era. I think this first gen, but the facelift, the 2010 onwards, is the prettiest. It got a bit ugly when it got that low slung side exit exhaust. and it got a massive headlight as well. Yeah, sounds way better even than the carbon clad Moto 2 765, although with the addition of that 765 engine it got way punchier, and there's a review video I've done on my channel, so go and check that out. But yeah, Daytona 675, it was a legend at the time. I still think it is a legend. I want one as a track bike, and I think you get one for 4 or 5 grand very easily, and there's the R if you want early suspension, but on the road you definitely don't need that. So yeah, thank you for watching. If this has been helpful, please hit like. If you work for the German police, don't watch this. Delete this from your memory. Subscribe to the channel because there's plenty more motorbike nonsense coming up soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. It's the BBS alloy wheel factory, everyone. It's in the middle of the Black Forest, and I always stumble across it even if I don't mean to.